Time now is 8:07, and this morning we are focusing on being healthy from the inside out. Our conversation with Dr. Julie continues with another topic on raising eating disorder resistant kids. And today we're talking about how to develop a healthy emotional relationship with food. So Dr. Julie, good morning. You always have such great information, so I want to dive right in. You say food is not an emotional friend. Explain.
Food is not. Think about how many adults use food for comfort, or if they are bored or sad or stressed.
Sure.
We celebrate with food, we turn to food if we're sad, and all of this gets created, believe it or not, when we're young. So parents have the opportunity to help create an emotional template relative to food that's about food and not caring for yourself through the use of food.
You know, you bring up a really great point, because I think about culturally how food is part of a celebration, whether that be a wedding or just the backyard barbecue. So it's important to really put it into perspective. In fact, that brings us to point number 2. Food is morally neutral. What do you mean?
So how many times do you hear, you know, I ate that dessert, I'm bad, or this person always eats salads, they're good. All right? Food does not make someone good or bad. Food is just food. We have to stop labeling this as somehow creating a character that says we're better if we diet or we're not good if we don't. That sets us up for a lifelong battle with food.
Food on nutrition versus calories. What do you mean there?
Well, we're going to talk a lot about this. So we want to be able to support our kids in their relationship with food based on what food is. It's nutritional sustenance for your body. It is not something that we should be focusing on calories. That again sets up a dieting mentality. So eat your carrots, they're good for your eyes. Eat your green leafy vegetables, it will help you with growth and it will help you with your muscles. So we don't want to bring it to calories, good, bad. We get this emotional template and it carries forward into adulthood, and that's the same template that gets us into trouble in our relationship with food in our lifetime.
Lastly, you say food is not a disciplinarian. What do you mean?
Well, we don't want to reward kids with food or punish kids with food.
Boy, that's a big one. I mean, because how often have we seen, like, you know, and look, I'm a mom. I absolutely admit to this. You know, you tell them they can have a piece of candy if they clean their room.
That's
or
absolutely right. So then what happens? You become an adult, right? And you say, well, I handed in this assignment and I did well. I'm going to go celebrate with ice cream. Okay? And that's not bad in and of itself if there are other ways that we celebrate and reward ourselves. But when we get this relationship with food that is our emotional support system, right? What makes us good or bad, it sets up this really unhealthy dynamic that we carry forward into adulthood.
And on that note, Dr. Julie, how do we discern the difference between, you know, I just got a promotion, so I'm going out to dinner and I'm celebrating, versus, you know what, I've gone too far and food has become a crutch.
So do we have other ways to celebrate, right? So can we say, I am going to go on a hike with a friend and I'm going to acknowledge that I did something well? You know, can I go home and can I, you know, give myself permission to just watch a TV show that night and just kind of relax with a cup of tea, all right? So we all use food to a certain degree to nurture ourselves, but if it is our primary or our sole means, that's when we get into trouble.
And on that note, I think that it should not go unsaid that if you feel like you're struggling with this, don't be afraid to get help.
Yes, it's really easy to step over the line into misusing food. And wonderfully, there's great ways to help yourself and to receive support.
And that's exactly why I appreciate these conversations. Dr. Julie, thank you so much for your time this morning. I appreciate you.
I love being here. Thank you so much.